channel. I'm Kimberly. Today is Sunday, January 8th, and it is episode 35. I'm coming to you from Haymarket, Virginia. This is a crafty podcast that I typically host with my daughter Brooke, who's been a little MIA this year. It's her junior year in high school, so it's a little bit rough and crazy, but she'll come in when she got some crochet to show you guys. Thank you to all our returning viewers. I know it's been like over a month, so thanks for hanging in there with me. And also thank you for all the new viewers. Welcome, and I hope you like what you see and you like and subscribe. You can find us on Instagram at SweetPea Chickadee. You can find me on Ravelry at Karmeni, just my first initial last name. And we also have a email address down below. It's in show notes. Everything I talk about will be in show notes. If I do forget something, feel free to comment, or you can send me a message, or you can DM me on Instagram, whatever, and I will get that information to you. So welcome back, everybody. Oh my gosh, so it's January already. My mom went home. She was here. As you know, we had a really rough holiday. I mean, the holiday was good, better than a lot of people, but you know, it was just, we lost one of our pets, my son's dog, passed like a week before Christmas, so it was just a little sad, a little rough, but we're okay. Everybody's okay. We're doing good, and we have a new pet member of the family that I just picked up yesterday, so I'll tell you more about that later because it's kind of an faux finished objects. If you were following along with me over on Instagram, I was showing you guys my advents as I opened them. It got a little like scarce or like longer gaps towards the end when we were dealing with our beloved Riley, but I did open them all and they're all over there. I did knit through one. I'm going to show you that as an almost finished object. And I actually have a couple finished objects from advents, but I do have another full advent that I'm going to talk about and all my future plans and stuff like that. So we'll just get right into that. And we have a winner, you guys. We have our 2-year anniversary giveaway winner to announce, and I'll announce that later. It's so exciting, so I can finally get that in the mail. If you don't remember, or if you weren't here, I had the Two Sheeps calendar for this year, which, hi, it's January. I should probably get this in the mail. I'm sorry to the winner. It's a little bit of a delay. And also, Fiber donated a skein. Oh my gosh, every time I look at it, I'm like, Erin, I think I need to order this. It's the Aria, and it's in the bulky. Oh, that would make a great hat. It's so soft. Her yarn is so soft. So this was the prize. Amazing. All donated by everybody. By Two Sheeps donated the calendar. Erin from Fiber donated the yarn. So I'll announce that later. But first, this is going to be a long one, guys. I actually have a pretty good amount of faux, some whips, a lot of acquisitions, of course. So, you know, grab a drink, a snack, you're knitting, and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so these finished objects are not going to be in order. They're going to be basically in order as I grab them. And since I already have these on the sock blockers because I was taking pictures of them, are my Woolens and Nosh advent socks. I finished them. I actually finished the stripes on Christmas Day, so I was only like one day behind. Now the toes and heels took a little bit longer. I finished the heels this last week when my son was going to the dentist, so that was nice. But yeah, because I did like an afterthought heel. I measured it out afterwards just to make sure they fit nice. And yeah, so aren't these just amazing? These are Woolens and Nosh Stripe a Day Advent Socks. So there's 24 different stripes. And this is the mini skeins that came with it, the contrasting color. I love this purple. I love all these colors. And so Woolens and Nosh every year has, well, last year was our first year, and last year the contrast color was like an undyed color, like a natural, and so that was the stripe in between. And this year's is pretty plum purple, and I love it so much. So I'm really excited I'm showing these to you. I just finished them Friday, today's Sunday, so I get to wear them now. Aren't they so pretty? Love them. Love, love, love. Woolens and Nosh, you guys. I get her advent every year, both years. I'll be getting it next year. I just love it so much. Okay, then I'm taking these off so I can put my next ones on. This is actually my first finished object that I'm showing you guys. Do you guys do this with your sock blockers? It's like the only way I can do it. It's also how I do pillows. Is that how you guys put on pillows too? Pillowcases on your pillows? Anyways. Okay, so my white birch fiber art socks, these shorty socks, are done. I finished these like probably right after I last podcasted. So they've just been sitting around waiting for me to wear. This is yarn by Self-Striping Yarn by White Birch Fiber Arts. This is a contrasting mini. I don't even know what it was. It came out of a row 1 mini, and I'd already taken the tag off it to use it in a scrappy blanket, and now I don't know what it was. But I thought it matched really great. Don't you just love this? Oh, I love the bright colors. And this was, the colorway was called May the Odds Be Ever in Your Favor. I don't think, they're not currently dyeing. I haven't checked recently, but they weren't currently dyeing for health reasons. I hope they're doing okay, and hopefully they can get back to dyeing. And if not, you know, my heart goes out to them. But it's just so beautiful. Their stripes, love it. So I got the Shortie socks. I used 50 grams basically of the self-striping, and then I use a contrasting. And I did a little bit of a longer cuff, I think, than normal. I can't remember, for my shorties, that I do for my shorties anyways. So yeah, and then I do 64 stitches. This is an afterthought heel, a rounded wedge toe. And I do a 2x2 rib. That's what I do mainly for my socks, unless I want to get fancy. That's my cuff usually. So I'm so excited to wear these now. And the yarn is very nice to hold. Love that. And that's it for socks, except for all the crank socks I did. I'm gonna go through and talk about the cranked socks, because I did make one for each and every member of my family, my immediate family, to put in stockings, which is my husband, my 2 kids, and my mother, who spends Christmas with us, and she has her own stocking here. So the first up are my husband's socks. I basically made these twice because it's like right at 400 yards, I believe. And so I knew I had to decrease his legs. He likes a longer leg. He's got like size 15 feet, guys. So I knew I would have to, and I did. I adjusted the leg, not enough, because I like finished like just after the heel on the second sock, I ran out of yarn. I'm like, okay, well I need to, so I basically tore out both socks again and redid them. So they're a little shorter than he prefers, but that was all the yarn. That was by Scrumptious Pearl in the Cigar Lounge colorway, and I love it. I have one more colorway to make from him. I got those at Rhinebeck. I have one more to make. I can't remember exactly what that one's called, but I'll make that later and I'll show you guys. But that was my husband's socks. My daughter's socks was the Adriaphil. I can't remember. I'll put everything down below. But it's a colorway number. I got that at my local yarn store. I believe it's an Italian brand. And I love that. Right when I saw it, I knew that she would love those colors because she likes pastels. And it kind of patterned out a little bit. It was really cool looking. And that was a dream to crank. Now I had just cleaned my sock machine, cleaned and oiled it, you know, wiped it down. And so it was a dream after that. It was amazing. Love that colorway. That's her standard sock pattern that she liked, just like a longer leg. It's like a 60 row leg, 40 row hung hem. And yeah, her heel and foot and everything like that. But she loves those. She was wearing those for like days. I was like, can I wash these now? You can take them off your feet. Especially the fact that she loved them so much, I love them. So I actually went back and bought more of that yarn because I just loved it so much. And then my mom's socks, she loved the longer cuff. Like they're kind of like midi shorties, but with a nice squishy longer cuff. She loved when I did that for her last time. So I made her another pair. That is a Yarnable colorway. I can't remember which one it was. It was the bright yellow one with some specks of green in it. And she loved it so much because her favorite color is yellow. So, and actually that was the pair of socks I did right before I cleaned my machine, and that yarn, it fought me the whole way. Like I was like, please just let me get through this pair of socks. And then once I did, I cleaned it, and then it was a dream after that. Fancy that. When you clean your machine, it's a dream. But yeah, so that one fought me the whole way, but the socks are amazing. And then the last pair I did for my son, he likes shorter socks. So I made him some Shortie socks. I am not quite sure why I made them so short. I plead exhaustion because I made his on the evening of Christmas Eve. He's the very last pair to do. And I don't know what I was thinking. I've never made a pair that short. I don't know what I was, I mean, they fit him. They're just really short. And he swears they don't fall off him, but he would prefer them a little, like an inch longer. So I'm going to make him another pair of socks before he goes back to school. He's back to college. And yeah, so this one was a West Yorkshire Spinners colorway, and it's the Kingfisher colorway, and I really like it. Nice and bright. I don't think I have enough to make him another pair of Shortie. I'm going to wait it out. I might, because they were so short, but his feet are like size 13. So I mean, it's not like they were a tiny pair of socks. I'm going to see, because I really like that colorway. Or maybe even like me some Shortie socks, and then I'll make him a different pair, because he probably doesn't want 2 pair of the same colorway. Anyways, he really liked them. He just wants them a little longer. I agree. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so that was all my crank socks. I was so proud of myself that I got all those done. The next thing, since this is not here as well, I'm gonna go ahead and add that in here, is my sister's gift. This was really the only knitted gift I gave this year, because last year I learned I made so many that I didn't even finish my sister's gift. That was supposed to be last year's Christmas present. So this is the Breaking Plaid Cowl by Carissa Browning, I believe. Did I write that down? I didn't write it down. I believe it's Carissa Browning. If not, I'll say it down here. And it was great. It took a long, I started in September because I knew it would take a long time because I've done this pattern before in a different format, because in this pattern, you can do like a triangle shawl, you can do a scarf, you can do, you know, whatever you want. This one was a cowl. I did 2 full repeats, basically just like the pattern says. And on the second repeat, you have to alter, like you change up the last few rows. So I did exactly what the pattern said. I cast on double the amount of stitches that it called for as a cowl, because she wanted more of like an infinity scarf. And it's perfect. She could comfortably do 2. She could even do 3 if she really wanted 2 twists. It's double knitted, so it's nice and squishy. The pattern also calls for fingering weight yarn, and I did DK. I did Brooke Ultra Wool DK in the chili colorway and the cast iron colorway. And yeah, I did, it took about just over 1 skein each, is what it did. Because I had a little bit left over from a previous project, and then I had a little bit left over of the next skein. So it's like, and I weighed it and it was just over. If you go to my project page, you'll be able to see exact measurements and stuff like that. And I love it. It's so squishy and nice, and she loves it. She loves buffalo plaid. So I was just glad to have that done. And I had it done and blocked a week before Christmas. I was so proud of myself. Okay. So that's it for stuff. I feel like I'm speed talking, you guys. I haven't done this in a while. I'm sorry. Okay. I can tell I'm speed talking. Speed talkers, you know, when I'm like gasping for breath in between, when I change thoughts. I shouldn't be. I'm sitting here. I shouldn't be breathing heavy. Okay, so part of my acquisitions is that I got a Tunisian crochet hook set that I wanted for Christmas. I'm so excited. My husband and kids got it for me. So my Christmas Day cast on was I wanted something small to try out Tunisian crochet. Something small, be finished soon, you know, that sort of thing. So I decided to make a headband, and my daughter was like, yes, I'll take one of those like nice ear warmer headbands. So I found, which pattern was this? The Tunisian Twist Ear Warmer by Chai Ranck. And here it is right here. I love it so much. Now, this was super easy, you guys. Okay, I figured out Tunisian crochet, which I kind of already have seen it. You basically make a giant square, and then you fold it up, seam it, and then you fold it in and seam it. It's super easy. Honestly, I thought it would take way longer. I was like kind of dreading the seaming, so I'm not a seamer. I don't like doing that part. It was super easy, quick, and this part was kind of fun, because here's the thing you do. And I just went and watched a video of someone else doing it, so it's not the exact way. Like, I think I have one too many of these bunches according to the pattern, but it doesn't matter, right? It is so nice. This is yarn by Mace of Skeins, Macy. This is the Ghoul colorway, and Brooke, like, I think Macy had sent me a box of like donation yarn and yarn for us to keep, and Brooke had claimed this like as soon as it came out of the box, this Ghoul colorway. It's part of her Halloween collection, so next time it comes out, she had it the last 2 years, so. And what I did was, the pattern calls for DK weight yarn, and this is a single ply fingering weight, and I just held it double. So I didn't get it as big as it calls for in the pattern because I was holding it double. So I only had, and it's a single ply, so I only had 400 yards about, so I didn't really have, so I just been like, I basically, before I seamed it, I super duper blocked it, like as far as I could. And then I've been kind of like trying to stretch it out for her. But yeah, it's nice and cozy, and this yarn looks so cool, held double. And that's Tunisian crochet, and it's so nice. So here's what it looks like on. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. Brooke does not start wearing this. It fits me nicely. I think Brooke was trying to put her hair over it. I was like, Brooke, no, you just put it over your ears. And either that, or because I've been trying to stretch it out a little bit, because it fits nice, so I think it'll fit her. I should tell her. She started going back to school, so she's gonna wear it. Because she didn't really like to wear hats because it messes up her hair. I'm like, oh, well then you can just wear this and then throw it off in your car before you go into school. This is cute. All right, I had to fix the hair because that was, so she already picked out another skein of yarn actually to do another one. Like the day that Christmas night, she was like, okay, here are the two colors. And she wanted me to start with this one. And the other one's like more neutrally, like a cream color. And so I'm like, so she wanted me to start with this one first, Macy's yarn. And it looks so great. And it was so dreamy to work with. And it was actually, I finished this in like a day, like 24 hours. It was very nice. And I was sick. Like I got sick like Christmas night. I was starting not feeling well, like a cold. And then, yeah, I was in bed with a cold for like the next 2 days. Like I get, whenever I don't get sick very often. When I do, it's like, I'm like in bed sick. So I think the fact that I was so tired, you know, Christmas magic and activities that the moms have to provide. I don't have to, but I like to provide. So then I was exhausted already. That didn't help. But yeah, so this is, I love this. This is a great quick project and a great way to learn Tunisian crochet, quite frankly, because it was basically the same thing back and forth over and over again. It's so nice. Okay. Next up, I finished Angel's Musselburgh hat. This is my 7th Musselburgh hat. So Angel, I just finished it last night. I already sent Angel a picture. So here it is. This is in the Yarnable colorway. Ooh, I have it right here actually. Take it back to Angel. Born to be Mild. Yarnable. And here it is. I started this like the beginning of November. It took me about 2 months, but I really didn't work on it too much in December. I mean, I did a little bit, but then Advent knitting. I have this marker to show where I showed you guys last. So I had done like all of this. And then, yeah. And then once you get to decreases, like, I mean, I did decreases at night, so that was nice. And then I have this much yarn left over. And I never measure unless it's DK, like I have to measure. But, or if I have like in the 460 yard, like a really large skein, so like thinner, a lighter fingering weight yarn, and I have a lot of yarn, then I'll measure and I'll stop. But if it's your regular fingering weight yarn, I will weigh. So I weigh after my yarn, I weigh the yarn in the beginning, and then I weigh the yarn after the increases, right? See how much I took. It's usually about 10, honestly. It's less than 10. So I usually just save the last 10 grams, do my decreases. I always have a little bit left, and then I use the whole skein. So yeah, this is super cute. I know once I started making this, and oh, by the way, Angel, I got so, like, I took this with me at a lot of places to knit on, like appointments and stuff, and people stop me like a lot to tell me they like this colorway. They're like, oh, I really like that. They're like, I would wear a sweater in that colorway. I was like, oh, I mean, I would too. This is nice. So I'm like, and once it started knitting up, I was like, oh my gosh, I might want, because I have this same skein from Yarnable and I have not cranked it into socks yet. So I'm like, maybe I want a Musselburgh out of this colorway. But yeah, this is really pretty. Love that. So there you go, Angel. Angel will be getting out here soon, a couple days. And that's always in my Mountain State Stitches bag. It's literally my Musselburgh hat bag. I mean, this is number 7, so I obviously like making them. They do have another hat pattern that's not double layered. It's similar because it starts from the top and goes down. I know Sari Nordlund has one like that too, because then you can try it on as you go, which is nice. I like that. I want to try those. Okay, and then on my last two, I believe, let me just double check. Yes, my hair is like, I air dried my hair and haven't done anything to it. And then I was putting on headbands and that was not probably the best. That's okay. One of our acquisitions, really, I'm gonna tell you, is a new puppy. So we normally have 3 to 4 dogs. We lost our oldest dog like a year and a half ago of just old age. You know, we had her for a long time. And so they were down to 3 dogs, and then, our dog Riley, you know, passed away quite suddenly, actually, you know, all things considered, last month. So I was kind of looking for puppies, just kind of looking, because we usually do rescues and I don't know, just kind of just every now and then taking a little peek. And I saw this dog, her name was Claire, and she was wearing a sweater, and I was like, what is this? Like, and then in her bio, it basically says how much she loves sweaters and loves going shopping for sweaters and just loves wearing sweaters. I'm like, I need a dog that loves sweaters. So we went and met her. Like, it was like the very next day. So on New Year's Eve, we went to go meet her at this adoption event, and I just fell in love with her. She's a little rat terrier mix. She was about 4 months old. And so we put an application up for her. It takes about a week. There's like phone calls and video. You know, it's a really great rescue. She was with a foster, so they had trained her a little bit. I mean, and so we just picked her up yesterday, and we renamed her Mabel. And I'll probably go get her here at the end. So I'm gonna pop it in right now, a little video introing you to Mabel. Here's Mabel. Hi, Mabel. Hi. This is your debut. Wearing a new sweater. So that was Mabel. She's definitely a puppy. And so I made her some sweaters. She's not currently wearing her sweater. It's a little warm in our house right now. So, but she was wearing, I'm gonna put in a picture of her wearing the sweater, but this is the first sweater I made. Actually, I made this sweater first. They're both the same pattern. This is the Camille dog sweater by Morgan Balfanz. And it's got a little split hem detail. And I wanted something, because I didn't have her to try it on, that was gonna be stretchy. So I wanted something like with a ribbed. So this is a nice broken rib, which is quite fun actually to do. It's got cute little sleeves for the front and a little split hem detail. I love it. So this is made using, oh my gosh, it's all in my project page. This is, oh yeah, so this is Uptown Worsted. It's an acrylic blend, super soft. It's one of my favorites. And I had leftovers. It's all leftover yarn. I had from like baby hats and stuff because it's super soft. This is the Pale Orchid colorway. I believe this is Panic Purple or something like that. And yeah, I just followed the pattern pretty much exactly for this. And then I made it. I'm like, this seems a little big for her. This is a small size. I'm like, I think it's a little big. So then I made the next size down, which is an extra small, which was this one. And I'm like, it might be a little small, but actually it fits her great. It's a little bit tight here. Now I ran out of the Panic Purple. I used Panic Purple and then an I Love This yarn in the stripe. It's like a speckly pretty. I ran out of the purple and I'm like, you know, I don't know if she likes sleeves on her sweaters yet. So I just basically capped off and bound off in the stripe pattern. So I left it open. It's basically perfectly fits her now right here and right here. So she'll be moving up to this one, you know, quicker. It's nice and loose around her here though. But she loves it. It's already a little rough because she's a puppy and she loves to like play, but she loves her sweater. And I've learned that maybe she shouldn't sleep in her sweaters. So I think that's when she does a lot of like, you know, itching herself or something. And so she was clawing at it, but it's great. That's why I don't want to use my nice wool until she's older and not a puppy. So yeah. So I made 2 of the same sweater. And I already have a bazillion sweaters in my favorites. Sari Nordlund makes dog sweaters, you guys. Dog sweater patterns. There's some really great cabled ones and like colorwork ones. I'm like, okay, that's not until she's older and she's calmed down a little bit. But she's super sweet and I just love her so much. And she's very like attached, and which we're trying to like make sure she, you know, hangs out with all members of the family, and it's really great. And her foster did a great job with her. Like Shortie has like commands down and she's really well potty trained. Not like completely, but like really, you know, she's not like a tiny 8-week-old puppy, which is great for me. So yeah, I made this sweater in I did the whole sweater in 24 hours and then just did the little sleeves. Like it was so quick. The most time I think probably took in weaving all the ends from the stripes. This one like another 24 hours. These are so fast and a great way to use scraps. So I was really excited about that. And that is all of my finished objects. So let's get right into whips. Now, I don't believe I have anything new. Maybe I do. But let's get right into it. Now, not all the whips, like I haven't worked on all of them that you were seeing last time because advents. So let me just jump into what you probably haven't seen because I didn't start it yet. This is in my Daisy Girl and Company bag. And this is my Hedgehog Fibres Advent. And I chose to do the Adventuring Wrap by Amba O'Brien. And I finished the entire body. Oh, here it goes. Let me do the right side. So here it is. So it's narrow. I have not blocked it yet kind of narrow, but super long. So I did not weave in any of the ends yet because there's an option to add fringe on the end, which I'm going to. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave the ends and work them into my fringe. So, and it's on the bias, so it's slanted on this side, all the way over to this side. Oops. And then here is the other side, like this. So I love it. Love this yarn. I love that I chose this project. It was quite easy to get done each day. And I wasn't that far behind towards the end. So I love all the colorways and I love Hedgehog fibers and it was amazing. Now, I did a new bind off for this. Like I do my Chinese waitress cast on with this crochet hook on the bottom, which is nice and stretchy. And I wanted something stretchy for the top, but I did the one that's like knit to through the back loop bind off, which I'd never heard of before, but I found it and I'm like, let me try that. It's not as loose as my cast on. I can feel it, but it doesn't need to be. It's super, this is super long, right? It's not pulling, and when I'm blocking it, I'm not blocking it this way anyways. I'm gonna try and block it more this way, so it doesn't even matter. So I think maybe next time I do it, I do like how neat it looks, and I think next time I'll just make sure I do it even, like I'll do it even more loose with the knit two together through the back loop. But yeah, all I have to do now is do the fringe. And I was gonna start doing it last night, but I had a puppy on my lap. So I was knitting like a sweater that didn't have me measuring out lengths for fringe. So yeah. And what you do is for the fringe, you put 3 tassel bits per color per row. So like the top color would be like 3 little tassels for this color attached to the side. So it's gonna like, the fringe is gonna match the stripes, which is really cool. So I mean, it's super long, you guys, like super, like I can wrap this, that's just one side, you guys. This is like, I mean, so long. It's amazing. It reminds me of my Find Your Fade wrap, like in length. So yeah, I love this so much. So now all I have to do is add fringe. I'm gonna block it first, then add fringe. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm really excited about that. I can't even like fold it, it's too big. So like I can't remember how many I said I had. I have like, I think it only took 12 or 13 grams for this. So like I could have either made the stripes wider, but I didn't want to, or you could do like 2 projects, but this is perfect because I'm adding fringe and I think I'll still have some left over. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll measure how much I have left over after I do the fringe. Because either I'll make some socks or I can make like a juniper cowl. I think it's juniper, right? Juniper cowl. You know that puffed one? Is that what it is? I don't have it on this book. Juniper cowl by TL Yarn Crafts. We'll see. I'm gonna see how much I have left over. At least a pair of socks. I bet I could get probably a pair of socks out of 24 different colors, even if it's like a little bits. So yeah, and I have not started my Ruby and Roses advent, because I decided I wanted to make a blanket and I have yet to pick that blanket pattern. I can't decide. But this was great. This garter, I mean, with like a little bit of like eyelet row, it was so soothing and such a great project to work on. When it was like super stressful at times or I was busy and I just wanted something TV knitting, it was really great, which is why I'm kind of leaning towards something like that for my blanket, like the habitation throw or something. I don't know yet. I can't decide because I'm also doing the half and half triangle wrap, which is similar in soothingness. So I don't know. We'll see. That'll be during my next video, which you guys, tomorrow I'm recording another video. So these should come out really closely together. It's like my whip roundup video and also future goals will all be in the same video. So that'll be a nice long one as well. Okay, so that was whip number 1. You guys need like a little drink break? Anybody need to use the restroom? Just pause me anytime. Okay, next up, the World's Simplest Mittens. So these are in my Rebecca pouch by the Scrappy Angel. So this is my World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. This is the Woolens and Nosh advent from last year. So this, like the neutral color in between, like I showed you guys, I'm holding it double. I had ordered last year another, like a 50-gram skein of her Zbr Yarn, Woolens and Nosh, so that I could do this project. So it looks so cool. I'm just holding it together, the two yarns, the Zbr and the stripes, and using the DK version and going right through it. Now I can't decide what I'm gonna do with the thumb yet, so I'm gonna wait till I'm done. Either I'm gonna do a stripe pattern that will be like, it won't match this. It would be like the continuation of this one, but then both mitts would match. Or I'm gonna do just Zbr Yarn for the thumb. Haven't decided yet, which is why it's still sitting here like this. So I got this one done, and then I've cast on this one. So I'm on still doing the cuff, like right there. So I really like these, and I really like how cozy it is. And look, at first I thought this was super long, and then I realized I just have long hands because it totally fits me. It's like perfectly to the measurement, and I like the long cuff. You can always shorten the cuff too, but I like my long. Nice, huh? I really like these. So, and I like that I was using up my scrap yarn from last year's advent because it's basically a whole other repeat. Like she gives you the first repeat for your socks and then a whole other repeat. So I'm using that for mittens. And I don't know what I'm going to do for my purple ones that I have this year. New mittens, maybe? Mittens for someone else? I mean, I don't have, this is my only pair of mittens, I realized. Maybe I can use 2 pair of mittens. So that's what I've got going on for this one. And I showed you guys, I think I hadn't even finished the other mitten when I showed you guys last. So I kind of picked that up and like just kind of knit on that cuff, you know, as I go randomly, whatever I feel like doing. Next up are my Lucia Socks MKAL by Sari Nordlund. It is in my Christmas bag. It's a Kimberly pouch by the Scrappy Angel. This, I was talking to you guys last time, which ones I chose. I think I told you guys, right? I chose the, oh my gosh, yes it is. The Woolberry Fiber Co. yarn in the It's Magical colorway. It's a sock set, and I got this as I won it from Danelle of Novel Knits on her podcast. Thanks, Danelle. And so here's the colorway, and it came with a mini, and I'm just gonna do the mini in the heel. But I love that. It looks kind of Christmassy to me. So I had all good intentions of at least kind of, I knew I wouldn't keep up with it totally, but at least more than I have. So I got all the way through clue 1 on 1 sock. That's it. I was going to do them both together, like 2 socks together, like in tandem on 2 different needles. But no, that didn't happen. That's okay. So it's a toe up pattern, which I love because I don't really do toe up. And so I like it when people make me in a pattern. So it's a great cable and lace pattern. And it's easier to see in person because the dark speckles are kind of throwing it off on camera, but in person, it does not hinder it. Like you can totally see it. So this is all the way through clue 1, and I stopped because I wanted to get the next sock. And I think I finished clue 1 like when clue 3 was out, honestly. Like I was not keeping up. It's a great pattern. I love it. It's kind of addicting. But it's all, you have to like pay attention to it, obviously, because it's like a charted pattern. So I definitely want to get going on that, get that all figured out, get the next one going. I think I'll get done with them faster if I start the next one too. And that'll help me keep going. So I know that when I'm done with both socks. But I really like it. Okay, so that will get done sometime. Because I'm casting on other socks. So many other socks, actually. Then, what do I have? I have on here my Zbr Yarns Advent, my 12 Days of Christmas, but I haven't even cast it on yet. I'm going to show you guys anyways. It should be in future plans. This is in a bag, my Red's Lady bag, which is also... was my other advent. What's in here now? I think I still have all my, yeah. My Woolens and Nosh advent was in here. This is another Riz Lady bag. This is one, I got these both last year. So I'm gonna show you, look at this contrast color, you guys. So it's a 12 Days of Christmas. So it's a stripe a day for 12 days. So the stripes are thicker. And I did hers last year as well. Love her yarn. I love those socks. But look, okay, last year her contrast color was gray, which is a great neutral. Look at this. She went above and beyond with this, Anna. That's a contrast color. So I haven't even cast on the cuffs. I'm gonna cast on cuffs in this. And here are the, I haven't even, like I put a needle in here. That's as far as I got. I need 2 needles. Here it is. And I've been spoiled. I've seen them and they're beautiful. I love them so much. So, this is what happens when you know, don't keep up. We're supposed to cast these on Christmas. It's January 8th. Everyone's done. This will be part of my Eventually Mal. I think it's the Eventually Mal, right? By Breaking Yarn, MKAL. They did the Eventually Mal. 2023 maybe. Anyways. That'll be part of that. Because I am casting that on. I just finished my Woolens and Nosh. I'm going to cast this on maybe tonight or tomorrow. So that will be a whip. And then, oh yeah, so I did pick up, it was on my list because I hadn't picked it up yet, but I did pick it up last night. I could knit on this while the puppy is on my lap. So it's the Mondrian Pullover. Oh, sorry, I bumped you guys. It's the Mondrian Pullover. It's Brooke's Pour Sweater that I haven't even finished because it sat there idly while I was doing Advent knitting and finishing up my sister's gift. I did pick it up last night. So when I showed you guys last time, now Mondrian Pullover by 2 of Wands in the called for yarn, Lion Brand yarn. So as you guys have, I told you guys last time, I had knit a bunch of this. I'm not even to where I stopped knitting it and it was way too big. So I basically ripped the whole thing out, went down 2 sizes and started back up. And then I showed you guys after the ribbing and then I had done like 2 rows. So I just picked it up last night and this is all, I mean, this super bulky yarn or bulky yarn or whatever, it goes fast. So it is Intarsia. This is the back. It'll look the same as the front, except I think reverse colors because it matches. Yeah, so I make 2 back panels and the sleeves and I seam it all together. And Brooke's been wanting a sweater forever. And now that it's cold enough, because like we had like that cold snap that went through like everywhere else. It was like -degree wind chill, which is crazy for here. And then it got warm, like in the 60s. And we're like, really? It's like Christmas and it's 60 degrees. It was really hot. And well, it was just muggy. It wasn't hot. It was just muggy. And we're like, really? This is supposed to be like cold. And now it's getting back cold again. So, I mean, not super cold, like 30s and 40s. Brooke would really like her sweater, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I need to make it for her. So, Mondrian Pullover by 2 of Wands. It's getting its time. I have a whole lot left still, but at least I'm working on it. Brooke was excited to see me working on it the other day. Oh, this is in a Janet tote by Scrappy Angel. I mean, I have a bunch of yarn there too. Oh, and it's, I said the Called For Yarn by Lion Brand, but I didn't tell you what that was. It's the Hue and Me. Here's one. The Hue and Me 2 of Wands collaboration. And the colorways are Mustard and Salt. And then this one, what is it? Some kind of food spice. Saffron. And then Artichoke is in there too, the green one. That's for the sleeves. So yeah, it's the exact color scheme that it was designed in, and she loved it. So that's what I got her. I just got the kit off Lion Brand, and I always order my kits from Lion Brand during their sales. They have a ton of sales all the time, so I just wait for that. Okay, that's it for current like whips that I'm working on. But you know, I have a ton more whips, and that'll be in my whip roundup tomorrow. So, or that I record tomorrow. I also will show you, since it's kind of a whip, that I also went to, which I posted on my Instagram if you guys didn't see. I went to a spinning class at my local yarn store, Needles in the Haymarket. I was so excited. So it's actually kind of an acquisition, is my new spindle, my drop spindle. It's super nice. I ordered it from Vermont Spindles. He hand makes these. This is the one I got. Coffee wood, 1.45 ounces. Yeah, it's on Etsy, and I ordered like Sunday or Monday because I was panicking because I had a class the next Monday and I couldn't find. I had a Turkish drop spindle, so from someone I couldn't find it for love because I've never used it and I could not find it. So I was panicking I wouldn't have one for class, and I ordered it Sunday or Monday and got it Thursday. It was super fast. I mean, I am over by Vermont, but still, like they had it in the mail super quickly. And it was quite affordable, and it came with a whole bunch of like fiber. Anyways, this is me trying some fiber that our teacher gave us. I didn't do a very good job with this one. It's like, I mean, you can't tell right here, but it's really thick. It was hard to get really good draft on it, this one. But I did better when I was in class on the different fiber. I think I have them in here. And she had a really good trick of she slips them all onto straws. Do you guys do this, the other spinners? You just slip it onto straws and it holds it. What? So this is what I was doing in class, which was a lot nicer. Different fiber content, obviously. I really like this brown one. So yes, and she said she's gonna have applying because I can't use it until I apply it. So that's gonna be really cool. And so, yeah, we learned all about the different fibers because all I had was superwash, and they were like, don't start with superwash just because it's just a shorter like shaft or whatever you call it, shorter something. Anyways, so it's just harder to start with. And so they had a bunch of yarn for us, or a bunch of fiber that we could play with. So that was really fun. And then I realized I probably want to like start looking for a BFL or something like that when I get my fiber. I buy fiber because all I have is superwash, and I thought I had a ton of fiber and I really don't have that many. I do have this wonderful thing from Companion Fiber that I brought with me, but it was superwash. But I definitely, once I get a lot better, I need to do more practicing, and then I'm going to do this one first. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, now I have a bunch of like fiber to like play with in here before I go into the superwash route. And this is in my chicken bag. It's an Aran bag by Scrappy Angel. The faux leather bottom and the wire top keeps it open, so it keeps us all in here nice. So it's kind of a whip, I guess. A whip before I can actually use the yarn to make a whip. Okay, so next up is acquisitions. You might want to refill your drink. I don't know. Give me a pause and come right back, and let's get into these acquisitions. Okay, so I have 2 separate Needles in the Haymarket, my local yarn store, acquisition trips. 2 separate times. Now, the first time I ran in there to get crochet hooks, I thought I was going to make a crochet shawl with the Ruby and Roses Advent. I started to, didn't like how it looked with that yarn. Like, it would need to be solid, I think, for that pattern. And it wasn't highlighting the yarn very well anyway, so I swapped it out. But anyways, I found yarn, of course. So there's this new stuff they got in. I'm not even gonna try. And it's amazing. They had Christmas colors, nice and thick and cozy. I got this, I think there's just color numbers. Does it say Molly Socks Christmas? Yes. So they're all made in Austria. And I don't know if it tells me color numbers or not. But anyways, so here is this blue one, which I really like. Super soft. I'm sorry if you hear upstairs noise. Super soft and squishy. And these are 150 gram balls. So they're pretty awesome. I might make socks with one of them for my husband, maybe. And there's this one. And then this one. These are the ones I chose. They had a couple other colors there too. I didn't get all of them, guys. I almost did. So I grabbed these. I was so excited about those. That was just during the first trip. That was like the beginning of December. I showed you guys on Instagram if you guys were following. And then I can show you guys what I got just like the other day after Christmas. My husband took me out to the store because I was like, you know, he's like, oh, you want to go to the... Whenever he offers, I can't deny it. So if he offers to take me to the needle store, I'm like, or to needles, I'm like, well, I didn't really need yarn. Yes, I bought yarn. I was like, oh, but I was eyeing some fiber when I was there for my class. So I went there for this fiber. Look at that gradient. Isn't that a great fade right there? It's Frabjou Fibres Lamb's Tail. So it's 5 ounces and it's BFL, down the rabbit hole, and it's Phantom Wise is the color. It's a really great purple shade. I love this. Super excited about it. And that's BFL, so I'll probably spin this before my superwash because it's got, like, you know, a longer draft. Am I saying that correctly? Oh my gosh. You're gonna hear people on the stairs. I'm in the basement if you can't tell. Okay. Oh, my husband got this for me at Tractor Supply. No. Yeah, Tractor Supply. Cute. Okay. He's gonna be my yarn room friend. Does he have a name? I don't think so. Just as a llama. Just llama. Okay, and then I found, okay, so here is the same yarn that I made for Brooke. It's the Adriafil, and it's the Calza socks. Made in Italy. And so I got more. I got this like great blue gray color. And then I got this color as well. I really liked. So I don't know if they're gonna stripe, micro stripe pattern. This one might kind of pattern out. This one, I don't know. Like the one I got Brooke, it like didn't look like it was striping. Didn't look like it might be kind of patterning it lightly. It was really cool. So I'm excited to see what these look like. And then my husband picked out this colorway by Lang, Super Socks. It's great blues. It's coming across a little brighter. It's darker in person. What's this colorway? Does it say? It's also made in Italy. Just 75-25. Capital Cities is the colorway. And then he's like, oh, can I have some Christmas socks? I'm like, you want Christmas socks? So he picked out Hollyberry, West Yorkshire Spinners from a previous year. And I already have a skein of this, so we're going to be matchies. I haven't made mine yet. I made a skein of this for like my best friend's mom for Christmas socks for her. And then I got another skein for me that I haven't made myself yet. And it looks great. I love this when it's all knit up. It's a great pattern. And that's it. So I'm like, well, so technically it's not like knitting, it's like cranking yarn to be cranked on the machine. And then some fiber. Really excited about that. So that was my needles in the Haymarket purchase. Okay, and then I'm just looking at all this stuff. I got some great Christmas items. My sister, I kept the package because she got me the Tulip Etimo pack, and I took it out. These are crochet hooks because look how pretty it is, and it's sparkly. Can you see how sparkle? It comes in this case, and then you unsnap it, and it rolls out. Am I doing this correctly? This way. And it came with this measuring tape, some scissors, and look how pretty this is. I'm so excited to use these. I have not tried Tulip at all, and I've always wanted to try Tulip, and the Etimos are so nice. And I did not know it came in this case. So I'm really excited to try these out. I have not tried them out yet. So you just roll it back, like just like have you roll it back up, and then it snaps in this cute little sparkly case. I love it. Okay, and then my family got me, like I said, the Tunisian crochet hook set. It's the Knitter's Pride one. So it comes with, and it's wooden. I love it. I already have one out because I was using it for my headbands, and it's got the different size cords. This is really nice. I mean, I had nothing to compare it to, but I really did enjoy it. So I really liked this Knitter Pride set. So yeah, so I'm gonna make another headband. So I have the same one already still in the project bag. And then my family also got me this book, Operation Socks. It was in my Amazon list, and I can't remember why, which pattern I put it in there for. There's a lot. I was going through it, and there's a lot of great patterns, and I can't remember why I added it to my list. I really liked it, and there's a lot of great patterns in here. And then my mom got me a new scale. I have a scale that I use, but this one, I haven't tried it yet. It's still in the box. I wanted one because the other one has like only whole grams or ounces, like whole numbers. This one has a decimal because, like, you know, sometimes I want to know, like, how close is it to the next gram or ounce, right? Like, how close is it? So that's why I really like that one. I'm excited to use this. And then I had ordered a few months ago, not a few, well, a few months ago from now, from Pretty Twisted Yarns. Carissa, I ordered the Festive AF colorway. Let me get it out of here so you guys can look at it. She also sent me a great sticker. There it is. It's a little blown out. It's much deeper in person. It's so pretty. That's a great Christmas colorway. I wanted to like cast it on right away. I had so much on my needles right then. I still want to cast it on my needles. So great. Festive AF. And this is on her Lavish 8515 base. And it shipped me a great pretty twisted yarn sticker, but it's a holiday sticker. Super excited. And add that to my cup pack because I have not added them to my cups. And my mom got me a new cup for Christmas, a purple one. So I'm gonna have to add more stickers. So I've got that. And I'm trying not to get too carried away. Okay, good. And then I have January's Yarnable, which by the way, I got this in December. I'm assuming because she wanted to have off for the holidays, but it was super nice, super quick. So I'm gonna show you guys that really quick. Okay, I'm gonna pause for crinkles. Okay, so this is January's Party Like It's 2023. It smells amazing because there's a bath bomb in here. I think it's what it is, right? Bath bomb? Yes, Goddess Sea Minerals Pomegranate Scented Bath Bombs. Smells so nice. And then my yarn smells amazing. And it's so pretty. Look, these little bath bombs. Isn't that nice? They smell amazing. And then also, Edible Glitter, Opulous Fancy Edible Glitter Packet. There was two different ones. There was the Moonstone Iridescent or Champagne Rose Gold. I got the Champagne Rose Gold one. And then a 2023 Leatherback Progress Keeper by 3 by the Sea. And it's got like a little pink little thing right there. It's really nice. I'm gonna use that. And then the colorway is Party Like It's 2023. And it's so pretty. It totally goes with all this theme here. Look at that. I love this gold in here. All these speckles. These are gorgeous. Love this, and it's super soft. I love it. I've been cranking all these socks. This is just so pretty. It's gonna be great. If I don't make it in anything else, it'll definitely be gorgeous socks. So that's what I got in my Yarnable. Okay. Then okay, so then I ordered for my husband, actually. He loves, so I made a trail point hat by Spout Knits. I got a kit for it from Plaid at the Indian Tangled event in 2021, so not last year, the year before. And I made him that hat, and he loves it. Like, he wears it out with his suits and when he's on travel, and all of his colleagues thought it was like a Columbia hat. Like, he was so excited about it, which is great because he usually likes tight little beanies. And I made that hat for me, and then he took it and loved it. I'm like, okay, cool. So he loves it. He wants more trail point hats. So I ordered more yarn because they're made with like these little bobbins, like little mini skeins from Plaid. And so they only have two different kits, the blue one that I got and like a brighter colored one that he probably wouldn't wear. So I made my own kits because you can just order the bobbins individually. They actually had some Christmas sets. They had a 3-pack of like these Christmas colors. So I got 2 of them. So you need 2 of each color to make the hat. So I'm gonna make them a Christmas hat for next year. And then my bag of bobbins. I ordered these 3 colors to go. I think I'm gonna go in this order. So this looks kind of blue, but it's grays, and it's called Web. And then it'll go into this red and gray, and it's called Tool Library. And then this red and white, which is Red Line. I think that's the order I'm gonna put them in. Or like, probably this order. So that's the order I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna make those for him. And they also said, so I got 2 of each color. And they threw in an extra of the Gateway colorway that I love because I thought it would look great with this, with the trail point hat. So yeah, that was really nice. That was super fast shipping too. But yeah, they put them on these little bobbins and they're essentially a mini skein. So yeah, I got those 2 hats actually to make him. So he'll like those, I hope. He was excited to hear that he's getting a Christmas hat for next year. And he likes red, so I figured that'll be good. The other one's blue. This one will be red, so it'll be nice. And I was gonna make him green, because I love green, but he doesn't really, like, the one color is not as, like, it looks really great on me, but not as good on him, because olives, I don't know why, actually. You'd think it would. And then I got some great, like, packages from friends. I do not deserve all these friends, you guys. I have some great friends. Okay. So first up, Anna from Zbr Yarn sent me a package out of nowhere. And she was this great, look at this card, you guys. Look at that. It's like, it's all paper, like curled up paper. It's a quilling card, like quilling paper. So pretty. So she sent me a little goodie box with also a giveaway for you guys and a discount code. So I'm going to put it down below. I'm going to read it off just to make sure I got it right. Podcast 10 for 10% off. And that is good through February 28th of 2023. So this year. So you have like a month and a half basically to get 10% off of Anna's yarn. She sent me a lot of goodies, like some treats. I got some chocolates, and I got this great salted caramel hot cocos. I think it's called Llama Chino. It's so cute. I have it up in my kitchen. And she sent me this cute little ornament. Look at this little llama ornament. And she sent me this yarn for me. And this, oh my gosh, you guys, look. Isn't that pretty? I've never even heard of this. It's Lane's and Biscotte yarns. Or Les Lane's, Lane. I don't know. Biscotte yarns. In the bees sock. Self-striping. I don't think it's a colorway. It's probably like a number. But it's so pretty. Look at it. She's like, she picked it out because she knows I love these colors. And that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I want to cast this on right. It's so soft too. Super nice. I want to cast these bad boys on. And then for a giveaway for you guys, which I totally now want to order for, look at this giveaway, you guys. Look at this little set. So you get a little zebra from Anna from Zbr Yarn stitch marker, a little mini skein, and this is the newspaper print colorway. So self-striping. I want this. This is a 50-gram skein. Make some great shorty socks, I think, or whatever you want, or even long socks. Depends on your size feet. And I got this great mini skein with it. So thank you, Anna. This is me the giveaway. And I want to order this for Damon in a full size because he would love this colorway. I saw it. If you go to her website, you can see how it all is cranked up and looks like. It's so great. Let me get that for Damon. But if you want this, 10% off, podcast 10. Go to Anna's website, Zbr Yarns. And this is going to be our giveaway. And she actually has 50-gram sets too. So if you want 50-gram or 100-gram sets. So we're going to have that as a giveaway today. And then my friend Amanda sent me a goodie box of like extra yarn. I got a bunch of extra like nitpick stuff, which I love. All these great things. And she sent me some great onion. You guys, I love this stuff. Oops. And this onion, yep, onion right here. And then she sent me this skein, which I am pretty sure I have. She sent me some earlier. I'm like, ooh, I'm going to add that to that. I'm going to make a really great something. I don't know. It's Kama Rose, 100% wool. Love this stuff. And then she sent me, oh my gosh. I think she got this from her friend, and she doesn't really do bulky, but she just sent it to me. Yes, please. I got how many skeins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Wool of the Andes bulky weight. In this great navy blue colorway. What colorway is this? Oh, navy. I love this color and I love the squish. And there's 6. I could totally make something amazing with this. Like I instantly thought cardigan. It's not enough for me, but maybe for somebody. Unless it's like a short cardigan. I don't know. I'm so excited. Something amazing. I'm gonna make something amazing with this. And then she sent me my book. So she was so great. I could not, so this is from La Bien-Aimé's worsted book. She came to DC, to Loopton, DC, and I wasn't able to go to get the book to get a book signed. So Amanda went and had bought the book for me and had her sign it for me. Isn't that so nice? And yeah, so I got my book, so she emailed it to me. This was like a while ago. I have not been able to see Amanda. I need to get to, DC's not that far away. I need to get there to see her, Amanda. We need to plan a date. And she sent me a couple of books from her stash. This is a Knitting Outside the Box, by Bristol Ivy. And the other one is like that too, Knitting Outside the Box, correct? Knitting Outside the Box, Drape and Fold. So 2 great books by Bristol Ivy. And I was like just like sifting through these really quick, and there's some great patterns in here. I bet I could go through and find out what Amanda made from these books. She's super fast knitter. So yeah, Amanda and I actually have an informal knit along. We're doing the Culmination blanket out of the, what's the book? I have it right here. By Lindsay Fowler, out of the Salt and Timber book. It's a Culmination blanket. It's this huge blanket. Let me see if I can, right here. It's made using like scraps and all of all different weights held together. So we're doing one like where we make a square each Sunday. It's today Sunday. She already made hers, sent me a picture. I haven't even looked at my scraps yet. So I need to get on that. And yeah, this way if we're doing one square for each Sunday, that means she hopefully will not beat me, because she usually is super fast and beats me at all of our knit alongs. So I'm like, yeah, let's knit this together. And she knits it in like 3 days, and I'm like 2 months later. It's usually how it works. So this is exciting for me, because maybe we'll finish on the same time, Amanda. But yeah, hers looks amazing. And she gave me good ideas for looking at my stash. And I really like that too, because I have a lot of fingering weight scraps. However, I do have some like sport weight, DK weight, worsted weight, just not as many. And never enough for a whole project, so I just kind of sit there. And never enough for a whole scrappy project. So this is great, because you can literally mix and match different strands together for these squares. So they're giant squares. So I'm really excited to use up some of those scraps as well. I can't believe I have such nice knitting friends. I do not deserve you guys. Thank you, Amanda and Anna, for my wonderful packages. So exciting. And now I have yarn all over me, all over everywhere. And I think that's it for acquisitions, you guys. So let's go ahead and announce the winner of our 2-year anniversary giveaway with the Zbr Yarn and the Two Sheeps calendar 2023. And it is Naughty Yarny's Barbie won. I'm so excited. I know you're a longtime viewer of the podcast, so I'm so excited you won. And go ahead and DM me on Instagram or send me an email to the email address below and send me your address, and I will get these into the mail to you. So hopefully you'll still have this in January so you can start your calendar. So yay, I'm so excited. Okay, and for Anna's yarn giveaway, for that newspaper print, 50 gram skein with the little mini and the little stitch marker zebra from Zbr Yarns, I want you to go, if you want to, comment below for anything you want, but to comment below to submit yourself for that giveaway, go ahead and just head on over to Anna's site, Zbr Yarns. I'm going to go ahead and link it down below. And just tell me what's your favorite colorway that she has listed. She's constantly changing colors and updating for the seasons. So what is the current one out of the current list? Or if you have an all-time favorite one, which colorway do you love the best, or would you like to buy right now? Like, I keep going over there. I have a couple still in my stash. I need to get up, like the women's vote, or vote for women, or it's like this white and gold with a purple contrast. I want to make that one. I think I have like a Valentine's Day one up there, I think. But there's a couple over there that I want to get, like the newspaper print. I definitely want that one. But go check out her site and tell me what you guys like. And that will, if you say Zbr Yarns, that is the code that I'm going to pull from to draw. So if you don't want to be submitted to that, you don't have to mention Zbr Yarns. You can just talk about whatever comment you want down below. But if you do want to be submitted, mention Zbr Yarns down into the comments and tell me the colorway that you like the most. And then I will pull from those people for the giveaway. The deadline for that giveaway, which is today, the 18th, I'll give you guys 2 weeks. I'll put that date down below. And that should be the next podcast. after the whips one. So the whips one and future goals is tomorrow. So I would be about 2 weeks will be the next one. And then I'll go ahead and announce the winner from that and get that in the mail to you. So 2 weeks from today, January 8th, or about that, I will list the date right here because I obviously did not think that far ahead. And yeah, go ahead and have the deadline. But until then, there's a 10% off discount code through February 28th, podcast 10. I am so sorry you hear barking upstairs. That's not the puppy, that's our big dog. To go ahead and use the discount through February 28th, Zbr Yarns. If you want to be entered in deadline or for the drawing, 2 weeks from today or sometime, I'm putting it right here, and that's a newspaper print 50-gram mini skein. I've already wrapped it back up, so it's gonna be all secured away. Otherwise, Barb from Naughty Yarnies, go ahead and let me know. Don't put it in comments your address, message it to me, and I will send it out to you. I'm so excited you won. What have we been watching and reading? We've been watching The Recruit, and we have on Netflix with Noah Centino. We have 1 episode left, and my husband's been bugging me, so we're gonna watch that tonight to watch the finale. It's so good. You guys have to watch it if you like kind of like spy CIA type stuff. We also just started The Witcher Blood Origin. That is super great. We've only like 1 or 2 episodes in, so we need to finish watching that. That's been really good. I just finished watching The Madoff. It's all on Netflix. We watch other platforms too, but I just finished watching The Madoff kind of like documentary. Oh my gosh, like I was really interested in that because I remember it going down, but I didn't, and there was so much about it, I just didn't understand it, and so I watched it, and oh my gosh, you guys have to check it out. There was so much crazy. Not only on his side crazy, but like the government side crazy. Like, how did we not catch this sooner? Like, come on, it was insane, like insane. So just go ahead and if you like that sort of thing, which I do, go ahead and check that out. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. My mom went home on Thursday. She was able to meet the puppy when we went to go see her on New Year's Eve, so that was kind of cool. Got the puppy yesterday, Mabel. And so yeah, it's been a little crazy. My son's here for another week before school, so we've been enjoying that. Brooke went back to school last week. She's not enjoying that. But yeah, everybody's been doing great, and I hope you guys have a safe and wonderful holiday season. And I hope you guys continue to have a safe and, great January. But yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and record tomorrow. So that one should be up like within a day or 2 of this one. That's my whips and future goals. So go ahead and check that out if you guys want to see. And yeah, until next time, bye.